Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about automation and how automation makes a world of difference in my life. Running two different businesses, automation is one of those things that basically helps me not go insane. And if you don't know automation, I mean, I'm sure you know what the word means, but automation is making things happen when other things happen. That doesn't sound like a great description. But I think one of the early pioneers of automation in the sense of, business admin and stuff like that was IFTTT as a company. I think they're still around, but it was like if this, then that. if TTT, then if this, then that. And the idea was if this happens, then do this, and do this, and do it automatically. And imagine... we don't have this right now, but imagine if we did. If my car gets to a quarter of a tank, go fill up the tank, right? What if like AI could drive your car to the gas station, fill it up, and drive it back, right? Anytime my car, and then you could put stipulations in there. If my car gets to a quarter of a tank, go fill it up between the hours of 10 p.m. and midnight. Right, so when you go to bed at night, your car starts up and leaves the driveway and goes and gets filled up and comes back. And so you basically always have, or anytime you get low, you always have a full tank of gas. I mean, that would be amazing, right? If the trash is full, take the trash bag out to the trash can. And if it's Monday, take the trash can to the curb. And if it's Tuesday and the trash can is out, bring the trash can back. That's the future of AI, of robots, of stuff like that. But we're not talking about that because that's just crazy. That's like way out there in the future, right? I want to show you one way that automation helps me with my business. You're probably familiar with a calendar like this. This is, it looks a lot like Calendly, but it's not. This is on one of my systems called Our Business Bot. When you book something, what's great is, or I should say when somebody else books a time with me, it automatically adds it to my calendar. It automatically sends them a confirmation and reminders. It automatically gives them the option to add it to their calendar where they can just click a button and add it to their calendar. So let me roll you through some of this just so you can see. Let's say I want to book an appointment with myself tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Right? And so I can put all my information in there, and I'll put Jonathan so that it thinks I'm someone else, and I'm going to go with a Zoom call, and I'm going to confirm. I'm not going to add any other guests, right? So there's my information. I'm going to schedule that meeting, and blazammy, there it goes. The meeting's been scheduled, right? So I can click here if I want to add it to my Google Calendar, and so it'll pop up. It's got all the information in there. I can even, if I want to myself, add reminders for myself, right? And then hit save, and that'll put it in my personal calendar. Now, you can see where other people have booked a call with me here. I have some other appointments and trainings and things that I like to do, or I have some bigger events that take up a big part of my day. But it automatically puts it in my calendar, and that works through a system like this that is an automated workflow. And you can see I have quite a bit of them. Social Business Bot is a automatic social posting. Social Blog Bot is automatic blog posting to websites. There's a bunch of others, but the one we're talking about here is calendar reminders. And so when somebody gets added to the calendar reminder, and I don't need to go through all this stuff, but you can see, they come in. These are triggers at the top, like the appointment setting or the appointment status is this, that, or the other. If you go to enrollment history, you can see here I am right here. And it went straight to the 1 hour before. And I'll show you why. Because down here, I pick Zoom. And so my contact card basically is working its way down each one of these steps. So if you notice here, it is a confirmation email, right? So I should have a confirmation email. Let's go find it. All right, so here's my confirmation email. This is basically exactly what a client would get. So this is the client side. The client got an email that said, hey, Jonathan, just want to confirm our 30-minute discovery call for this date and time. Here's the link to add it to your calendar or to Google, to Outlook. You can cancel and reschedule. So these links are automatically included in there, and then a phone number and a signature and all that stuff. Right, so that happens automatically, and you've probably seen stuff like this too. But what's great too is then, so I got that confirmation email. 24 hours before the appointment, it's supposed to send this other email that says, hey, just a friendly reminder, our appointment is in 24 hours. Well, it didn't send that email. Why? Because the appointment is less than 24 hours. So the automation did its automation correctly, and that is, don't send an email that isn't needed, right? And so it skipped that step, and it came down, and right now it's sitting right here. See, if I click this, it's going to have Jonathan Russell, my name, my email, is waiting until 1 hour before the appointment. So 1 hour before the appointment, it's going to send an internal notification reminding me, the company. 2, it's going to send an email to the client, and it's going to send, I love this, a text message to the client saying, hey, don't forget, this thing's happening. And then it's going to do it again 10 minutes before. So 10 minutes before, it's going to remind me as the company. It's going to remind the client via email and via SMS. And then it's even going to ask them this. I love this. Just making sure, are you still good to meet in 10 minutes? Main thing is this. I don't want you to get mesmerized by what is, to you maybe, looks like a lot of complexity. People who use automation frequently are not people who set it up. They just kind of tell people like me what they want it to do. I might give them suggestions, but either way, we make a plan, and then that automation just works. It works like magic. Someone schedules a call like I did. It adds them to the workflow. It sends them an email. It sends them a reminder. It sends the company, the person who's supposed to be on the meeting, it sends them a reminder as well. And that increases dramatically the chances that people will show up for their scheduled. So if you're in sales, and a lot of people are in sales that don't realize it, if you're like a counselor, a therapist, a doctor's office, a dentist office, and you have these appointments, and sometimes somebody makes a phone appointment to find out, maybe they're just calling to ask some questions, and they want to get some more information. They want to get to know you a little bit, kind of like a discovery call, like the one I showed you here. Those happen in between appointments, right? You got appointments with clients, with patients, with whatever, and then you've got like a 2-hour break where you do some admin, and then in there you may have a phone call. That's the other great thing is this system, part of its automation, and I'll quit here, is that it deconflicts my calendar. So if there's a time that's not available, I'm pretty open the next couple of weeks, it will not let somebody book in that time frame. So that's how automation, in one way, automation helps me big time, is with scheduling of appointments. I can just send somebody this calendar link. They pick a time that works for them, and it won't allow them to pick a time that doesn't work for me. And so those two meet, and then automation reminds them to show up and reminds me to show up, and we all end up having a great call. So that's just one way that automation makes my life so much easier. It's really amazing. I got something really cool I'm going to be showing you here in about a week or so, and that is the marrying together of automation and artificial intelligence. AI and automation together is game changing. Click like and subscribe so you can follow along in this journey about AI, about automation, about business services that could be helpful to you in your business. All right, I'm David. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.